it was so emotionally impactful because other things that I know are happening, I can witness, and I see the temperatures changing in our environment. I see things are going on every day above the water, but I don't see what's going under the water. So it was like a huge tsunami of information because I just didn't know. I can't see under there, and I just wasn't exposed to it.
So we've put together the Glowing Challenge, and the idea is the creative community can use the toolkit that we've put together through Adobe Stock. So it's the vectors of corals, it's the typefaces, it's the videos, it's the still imagery. Look how kind of vibrant those are. And that yellow is exactly as I remember it. You know, it was that bright, and you can't believe the corals just turn from sort of a brown color, which is the healthy, to that.
We have many images and asset types that have exactly these 3 fluorescent colors to choose from, and we're offering part of that gallery to creatives to use for this challenge. Kind of the irony of the fact that these colors are flashing underwater so that nobody actually sees them above water, which is the vast majority of us, you know, and how the irony of having to bring it above sea level.
Well, the idea behind the Glow and Glow and Gone campaign is to create some artworks and really engage the creative community.
So excited to see this work.
We actually tested out our campaign with a New York-based artist called Mac Neaton. When we designed this challenge, it was designed for anyone from designers and sort of product designers to graphic designers, and to be able to sort of kick off with an artist having a look at this challenge and doing real storytelling with it.
I recognise that picture.
Yeah, so this is the picture I started with.
Well, the Adobe Stock image that Mac chose to use for her inspiration was one of my favourite shots. Even though it's a tragic scene, it's this amazing sight that is just below the surface that no one can see. And that was the moment when we realised, well, what we should be doing is trying to sort of create this sort of message that's going on underwater and get it seen everywhere above water.
When I created this piece, I really isolated it down to just an individual's experience, diving deep into the water and discovering something they didn't know was there before and how it's so quickly disappearing. There's such a big border between the outside and what's underneath, and that, you know, these people above, I have no concept of the tragedy that's going on below. So I'll switch to the artwork. With the colors that we have, the Pantone colors, they're very vibrant, so it's really glowing. I know that we could use this in various ways, so I have it very large so we can use bits and pieces, switch it directions, and it still works as a narrative.
Fantastic. I love it. This is the funny thing about this challenge is, you know, working with different artists is I've got no idea what to expect.
Yeah, I know. The color palette is very, very vibrant, and because of that, it almost makes it this fantasy world. I think that that's what's beautiful about this piece is because it's almost surreal. It's like almost unnatural. To me, I really felt that diving in deep and trying to touch something that then just dissipates right as you get close, and then you really realize that was the end.
Now, you smile when you look at the image, even though it's about destruction. It's an image that you instantly want to look at because of the colors, and then it tells the story.
I hope that with the least amount of words and the most emotional impact, people can see this on all different platforms and think, this matters. What's going on? I want to know more.
Well, we want to create the ultimate portfolio of creative work around these colors to then be able to show anywhere from Times Square to WeTransfer, wallpapers, to creating exhibitions at the key moments when the policymakers will decide the future for coral reefs. I believe creativity is the secret to solving some of these monumental issues that are facing our planet. And really the power of imagery can be used to such incredible effect. What I'd love for you to do now is really get involved.